Welcome to Stories of Faith from Our Saviors. Today we get to hear from one of our recently confirmed 10th graders. Today we hear from Katie Wilker. And what a blessing Katie is to our congregation and to her family and her school and community. So thank you, Katie, for sharing your faith with us. So the first question I have for you today, Katie, is I was wondering if you could just tell me a little bit about your faith and what your faith means to you in your daily life.
So my faith means to me is it's something that I look forward to making stronger, and I think it's something that was brought down to me from my parents, that it's super important to have a faith that you're willing to make better when you are growing in your faith. And it's really helped me with like stuff that I go through during school, and it's super important to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really beautiful. So it impacts each part of your life, school and home, and yeah, that's wonderful. So I was wondering, we see you here a lot at Our Saviors, and we love that. And could you tell me what this church means to you and what the people of Our Saviors mean to you?
Yeah, so people, when I come to church, they motivate me to come every Sunday, especially seeing Marilyn, Phyllis, Linda in the pews, and Bert. It really makes me happy to come to church because I don't get to see them at school, so I like seeing all my other friends that don't usually see every day. So they really motivate me because they have a really strong faith with God, and I want to be like that too. So it really strengthens my faith when I come to church, and makes me more motivated to come.
Have you been on some of the trips or youth gatherings with
Yeah,
the youth
so
of Our Saviors?
I've been on the summer mission trip to the Appalachian Mountains with the youth group, and that's really impacted my faith because I was able to see things that like change my faith perspective, and knowing that like doing something so simple of like making some jam for someone or setting and making a deck can change someone's life so much, and it's really eye-opening to me, and I think my friends too. So
That's great. So Katie, when you're going to be confirmed, by the time everyone sees this faith story, you will be confirmed, which is a big milestone of your faith. I was wondering if you could share some of the things you wrote in your faith statement about certain milestones or special things that have really helped you or impacted you, like First Communion and your grandma doing the altar guild and things like that.
So when I was younger, my grandma was part of the altar guild, and whenever I'd go over for Christmas or Easter, she would always get to do communion, and it was super exciting for me when I went because I always wanted to be in there knowing what was happening. And she changes like the paraments too of like when the Christmas season comes or different church seasons. So I was really interested in that, and she was telling me all the tricks to make the pastors like her with all the communion stuff, making sure they're in the right spot. So that made me really happy, and she taught me how to put the oil in the candles, and I think that really helped me when I got my first communion, because I was already knowledgeable of what was happening. And I was really excited because I've always wanted to have communion. So, yeah.
So one of the interesting things that you said to me that, one of the things you'd like to do now as someone who's confirmed is to actually help serve Holy Communion.
Yes. I also really want to be a part of that because it's something that has kind of gone through my family, and I really think doing it at such a young age will encourage other people to do it that usually are nervous to do it, or even older people. I think it'd be really cool to see younger people doing it as well.
Yeah, and that's great leadership, and also it is very special to be someone who serves Holy Communion. Yeah. You were talking also in your faith statement just a little bit about turning point in your family and how your faith has really helped you through that. Do you want to share any of that?
Yeah, so my dad struggles with health issues, and there was one time he was going in for a eval for a liver transplant, and I was in the room with my family, me and my mom, and we were told that he was going to have open heart surgery. And when that news kind of comes, you kind of clam up in the inside. So when that happened, I really leaned on my faith on being able to pray to God and sing songs that helped me through it. And I also think that it helped my mom too as well. And they're also a super important part of my faith statement because they're the ones that got me started in faith.
Mm-hmm. You said sing songs of faith.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any particular songs that are meaningful to you?
I have a few favorite camp songs like 10,000 Reasons, Light the Fire. Those are always some good ones because we usually do it during VBS. When I went to Green Lake, those were always some of the good songs we'd sing at the campfires, and yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think a lot of times music is what comes to mind. It's like singing a song is like a prayer.
Yes.
And yeah, it gives us strength. So is there anything else you'd like to share about your faith or about our Saviors with everyone who's hearing your faith story this week?
I really enjoy our Saviors because I love participating in the youth choir, doing bells, just helping out with the kids during the summer and during Sunday school time. And I also think that like Sunday school is a really important part. Like even though you're little, you don't always think, oh, Sunday school. But really it's something that I really think all kids should do because even though it's just like a little piece of God's whole story, I really think it's really eye-opening to little kids, even though like they might not listen. It's important to say it there.
That's wonderful. So I think that your faith story is going to impact others, and I just have one last question for you. It seems to me, and tell me if I'm right, that when you're talking about your faith, you like to come here to be fed and nourished in your own faith, but you also like to come here and serve.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I also like singing with my mom at one service. I think that's super eye-opening for other people too, because you might not have the confidence to go up there and read the lesson or be a deacon, but I think if you see other people do it, then it might motivate you to do something, because people at church here are so forgiving. Even if you do mess up or trip down the aisle, people are always there for you and help you build you back up. So I really like our Saviors for that too, and my faith.
Thank you so much, Katie, for sharing a piece of your faith story. And we look forward to hearing your whole faith statement one Sunday morning at worship.
Yes.
So congratulations on your confirmation.
Thank you.
Thanks for all you do at Our Saviors.